Do you ever feel really bad about a choice you made? Like maybe you haven't called your friend back for a few days and you're feeling really guilty about it or a little bit anxious? Or maybe you were at a party last week and you said something when you were in a big group of people and now you just keep thinking about that thing that you said and worrying about it. In this video, you will learn that your emotions are communicating information to you and can be used as a way to guide your choices. And stay tuned till the end because I'm going to tell you a little bit about what my emotions taught me when I skipped my friend's birthday party last weekend. I'm Dr. Mary Kate Ruhan. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I help emotionally sensitive people go from feeling overwhelmed to empowered. Quick reminder, this video is for educational purposes only. So if you're needing support, please reach out to a mental health provider in your area. Emotions are always communicating information to you. If we take a moment to really listen to what our feelings are saying, they have something to tell us. If, for example, you're feeling the emotion of sadness, you can ask yourself, what am I sad about? That sadness is going to tell you what is important to you, and it's going to give you information about the best way to move forward. If you're feeling sad because you feel disconnected, you can listen to that sadness and then move forward by trying to find connection. Similarly, if you're feeling really anxious and you pause and you ask yourself, what is this anxiety telling me? What am I afraid of? You can then address whatever that fear is. Sometimes we just feel these big emotions and we don't know where they're coming from. We don't know what they're telling us. And if we slow down, we can listen to the emotion, identify what it's trying to communicate to us, and then make a choice that aligns with the kind of person that we want to be. Last weekend, my emotions were definitely communicating some information to me. So it was one of my good friend's birthday on Saturday, and her party started in the afternoon. And all week leading up to it, I had a really busy week. I was feeling stressed, I was feeling overwhelmed. And when I got to Friday night, I was thinking, I just need to sleep. I do not know how I'm going to go to a birthday party tomorrow. And so I said, okay, maybe I'll feel better in the morning. When I woke up in the morning, I laid in bed and I just thought, I can't socialize. I have nothing left to socialize with. And so I sent my friend a text and I said, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to make it today. Can I make it up to you by taking you out to dinner or drinks another weekend? And she responded, no problem. But I felt so guilty. So the whole day, rather than really relaxing and taking advantage of my free day to rest, I was just thinking about how bad I felt and how I wasn't a very good friend to be missing someone's birthday party. And so I was just feeling just yucky. And I knew I needed to take some of my own advice and use some therapy skills. And so I sat down for a moment and I tried to listen to my thoughts and my internal experiences and identify what emotion I was feeling and what it was telling me to do. I realized I was feeling guilty. And usually we experience guilt when we do something that goes against our values. And I value loyalty and I value connection and friendship. And so choosing to not go to the birthday party felt misaligned with my values. So then I asked myself, what else do I value? Because I felt like there was this underlying reason where I knew that I needed the day for myself. And when I reflected, I realized I also value self-care. Like I can't be a good friend and a good therapist and partner and daughter if I have nothing left. And so when I framed it in my mind, I realized that the choice to spend the day resting and find another time to celebrate my friend did align with this value of self-care and self-compassion. And just kind of figuring out what all these emotions were saying to me made me feel so much better. So once I had that moment where I thought I got to use my therapy skills, and then I used them and really identified what was going on, I was able to actually enjoy the rest of my afternoon and evening. And I felt refreshed the next day. And then the next day, I was able to text my friend, ask her how the party was, and say, all right, when are we celebrating? And I share this example because I want you to understand that your emotions are communicating so much information to you and other people all of the time. And so if you said something at a party and then you're feeling really anxious about it, check in with yourself. What are you anxious about? What is the fear? Is the fear that you offended someone and you don't like to hurt people's feelings? Is the fear that you said something silly and people aren't going to want to be your friend anymore? When we get clear on what our feelings are saying, we can respond appropriately, because sometimes our feelings don't have all the facts and they might not really be communicating information that's based in reality. By identifying the emotion, checking in with ourselves, we learn more about how to move forward in a way that feels aligned with the kind of person we want to be and the life that we want to live. And if you're interested in learning more about emotions, what they are and what they are not, check out this video to hear the top 5 myths about emotions.